What's going on, Socialites? Welcome back to another Global Pokemon Society Draft League battle. It's week 9, and we got a spicy one for you as the undefeated 8-0 Memphis Mews take on the 4-4 Paris Saint-Germignon. PSG looking to stay in the playoff hunt. They really need a win, maybe even 2, to get into the playoffs here. While Memphis is looking for that undefeated season, this is really a special video because we have yet to see Memphis on camera yet. So let's take a look here as Kevin, head coach of Memphis Mews, sends out Xerneas as X tier and Jynx. Andrew and PSG counters with Entei and Hitmontop. Now, if Jynx is running it, she will have the faster fake out here. So you could see a fake out onto the Hitmontop to try to guarantee Xerneas gets a Geomancy. But we see a Roar here. Okay, this will be interesting. Let's see how this plays out. Xerneas doesn't really have a lot of attacks into Entei either, so... Oh, Xerneas just goes for the Protect. Well, that will help them scout out Roar here. Hitmontop does get the fake out off. And Primarina is forced out. So at least Xerneas did not use up their Power Herb. They can save the Geomancy for a later turn here, if they get the opportunity. Now Primarina comes out, so that's a good switch in for Memphis. Definitely going to give Entei some trouble. No fake out from the Jynx. So probably was trying to go for a lovely kiss onto the Entei. And now Memphis knows the Roar, so they do have to be cautious of that. Hitmontop switches out into Suicune. Entei outspeeds Jynx, gets the Sacred Fire off, knocking out Jynx. And Hyper Voice is going to do big damage to Entei, thanks to Primarina's Liquid Voice ability, making all of his sound-based moves water, and we see a Throat Spray proc, as well as the leftovers on Suicune. Suicune does have the Snarl, which will hit super effective on Dusknoir and try to limit the damage from Primarina here, but most likely Entei is going to go down here. Interesting item choice, the goggles. Memphis does have Butterfree as one of their options on their team, so I assume that's what he was playing around. And here comes the Dynamax from Memphis. Now this is a little scary as PSG is starting to run out of Dynamax options. We see Primarina going big. Dusknoir with a Shadow Sneak. Lugia's multi-scale ability, saving some of that, and we see a Weakness Policy proc. Is this a double from the Primarina, though? Here comes a Snarl. That does bring Primarina back to neutral for their special attack. Gets a little bit of chip onto Dusknoir. Ooh, a Max Overgrowth. This is going to be going into Suicune. Some real nice damage there. Memphis really in the driver's seat, really whittling away at all of PSG's options here for their Dynamax. Definitely an uphill battle. And we can just see kind of the strength from Memphis, just really muscling through these Pokemon. Like, Suicune can keep clicking the Snarl, but I don't know. I think it's all up to Lugia here. See the Whirlwind on there, so another anti-Xerneas tech. However, if Lugia knocks out one of these Pokemon, Xerneas will not be able to be forced out. Andrew deciding what he wants to do with Lugia here. He does get the Aeroblast off. Some good damage, but not a lot. Another special attack drop. Even with the weakness policy, Lugia just not doing a lot of damage. Comes a max Starfall. But now at -1 special attack, Primarina is starting to get weakened here. And ignoring the Suicune makes me wonder what... Oh, Dusknoir goes for the Poltegeist, but Suicune avoids it. This could be the turn that PSG needs. Oh, Lugia is going for the recover. This is very interesting. Could be stalling out the Dynamax here. Let's see if Primarina tries to go for the max overgrowth this time. The grassy terrain is no longer there. Now at -2 special attack. Oh, another Starfall. Going to Lugia. Lugia is not going to take much from this. The Dusknoir. This time it hits. Will this be enough? No, Suicune survives that one too. Wow. Alright, so we do see a decision-making error there from Memphis. I definitely think while they had the grassy terrain up, probably would have been best to finish off Suicune with another max overgrowth. And then probably set the rain up with the last one, but here we see now PSG does have the speed on their side. Primarina with the protect, though. Good protect. Dusknoir with the Shadow Sneak. Will it pick up the KO here? No, Suicune's so bulky. Primarina, a nice protect, though. I think Suicune will be able to survive another Shadow Sneak. So will they try for that again? Honestly, I'm pretty sure you could just Aeroblast and Scald. But Shadow Sneak again. Suicune holds on. Aeroblast. Knocks out Primarina. The extra Sentry not doing a lot. Dusknoir so bulky. Alright, now Xerneas is in. Can try and get a Geomancy off here, but would probably take 2 attacks. Suicune's gonna get hit by a Shadow Sneak here, I would assume. I actually do not hate Dynamaxing Suicune here. It guarantees that you live the Shadow Sneak, and you can get some real big damage. Of course, if Xerneas is just going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, that's different. Let's see here. Suicune switches out. Going to Hitmontop. Let's see. If Xerneas went for the Dazzling Gleam, this could still put him in a position. Like, you can't afford to try and Geomancy here, I don't think. Oh, he does go for the Geomancy, though. That will give him a special defense raise, which will cancel out the weakness policy from Lugia. As he gets +2 on his special attack, special defense, and speed. Here's the Aeroblast. Yeah, that would have been close to a one-hit KO. Probably be around 20% health if not for the Geomancy. Now we gotta see if Dazzling Gleam can bring it home here. Him on top with the Fake Out, though. Does some good damage on his Xerneas. Will the Aeroblast do enough? No, not quite. Dusknoir with the Will-O-Wisp onto Hitmontop, so I think PSG, if Hitmontop can survive this, and that's a big if, can switch out here. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I thought they would switch out Hitmontop, sacrificing the other Pokemon, therefore giving them Fake Out over and over again. Here's the Dazzling Gleam. It does knock out Hitmontop. Lugia is able to survive, though, and it should pick up a KO here with the Aeroblast. Poltergeist fails. Lugia used the item already. So, PSG, wow, not Dynamaxing this game. Able to claw back into it. I definitely think Primarina not finishing off the Suicune when they had the chance was a big factor in that. Shadow Sneak does knock out Entei. Critical hit. Not sure if that would have mattered. And Lugia with the Aeroblast knocks out Dusknoir. And PSG taking game 1. So PSG really snatching victory from the jaws of defeat there. As we'll get into game 2 now. See how the teams change up their strategies here. Memphis leading off with Dusknoir and Primarina this time. Not leading straight off with Xerneas. And we see Bellossom. First match being brought to you. First game being played all season for Bellossom. This is a very scary proposition here. Now, Entei doesn't necessarily need to get up the sun, but it does help. Is that a max flare into Primarina? That gotta be crazy. Like, you want a sleep powder here, right? Like, he's going for an attack. That seems ill-advised. As we see the Dynamax here for PSG. Primarina with the Protect. Very interesting Protect. Scouting out what the Bellossom has. This Max Flare gonna do nothing. I don't understand that Max Flare. But oh well. Dusknoir sets up the Trick Room. Huge Trick Room here. I was wondering if we were going to see in game 1, and since we didn't, I just assumed that he didn't have it. But we see it here. And now Memphis is pulling the trigger, going for the Dynamax. The sun is up, so this will help weaken the first G-Max or Max Geyser. But then the rain will be up, and he could fight with fire, but that's just not what you want to be doing here. Dusknoir with the Poltergeist. Bellossom. Will this be a one-hit KO? No, Bellossom able to take that. About 50%. Here's a Starfall, though. That's going to Bellossom. Bellossom gets knocked out. Poor Bellossom. And a Flare again into Primarina. Dusknoir with the Poltergeist again. Going to Suicune. Get some nice chip on a Suicune and another Max Starfall. Will this knock out Suicune? No, Suicune. Very bulky, able to survive. Gets the Snarl off. Going to drop Primarina's special attack. Primarina needs to set up a Max Geyser, I think, this next turn. Now a special defense boost. Could perhaps see Suicune switch out here. I think Dusknoir might try and go for another Poltergeist onto Suicune, so I'd like a switch out into Lugia, getting your weakness policy proc. This is the 4th turn of Trick Room, so I think there's one more turn after this one. Suicune stays in, and it's going to get knocked out by the Poltergeist. And a Max Strike. Drop Entei's speed here. The Sacred Fire. So never getting rid of the sun here. Although, I guess with Liquid Voice, you probably are only running Hyper Voice as your pseudo water attack, which doesn't work when it's Dynamaxed. Entei's going to try and get the extreme speed off here, but the Protect from Primarina could be in play. I do like the extreme speed, though. I think he has to go for it here. Because the Hyper Voice from Primarina seems like a really good choice. Extreme speed can probably get the knockout. Don't do it. Don't double. Oh my goodness. If he protects here. Okay, good. He didn't protect. I was a little scared. If he protected, what a free turn for Memphis at that point. So Primarina does go down. Another Poltergeist. Trying not to proc the weakness policy here on Lugia. Trick Room ends. Memphis sends out Electrivire. First time seeing Electrivire all season as well. PSG really taking their time deciding on these moves. You know, a lot's on the line with this battle. Protect on Lugia, very interesting. Oh, the Wild Charge is blocked. Sacred Fire. Knocks out Electrivire in one hit. Critical hit. Very big critical hit, helping to even this up. Poltergeist is also blocked, so a very nice protect from Lugia. Now does Xerneas go for the protect this turn, fearing the double up? I'm on the edge of my seat here, folks. Waiting to see Kevin, the Memphis Mews. He knows that this is a critical turn. Does he protect? He goes for the protect. PSG did play around a little bit and split up their attacks. Shadow Sneak going into Entei. How much will this do? Okay, Entei can take that and we'll be able to take another. No! Dusknoir avoids the Aero Blast! That's a huge dodge from Dusknoir. What a dodge! PSG knows it's all on the line now. He doubles into Xerneas. Question will be, was that Shadow Sneak a roll? Goes for another one. Oh, and a critical hit! Entei goes down! Xerneas with the Shy Shock. Not gonna do a lot against Lugia. Now Lugia faces a 2v1. Gets the Aeroblast off onto Xerneas. Gets some good damage, but without the weakness policy proc. And only 3 Aeroblasts left. Does not look good for PSG here. Let's see. Does Xerneas goes for the Geomancy. This should wrap it up here. As Lugia, barring a critical hit, will not be able to KO Xerneas before it runs out of Aeroblasts. So Lugia is going to need a critical hit. No. Doesn't get it. Dusknoir with the Will-O-Wisp. Just wants to make sure that no weakness policy is procced. Yeah, Memphis played this one very tight. Very, very good play from them, for sure. So we're going to be going to a game 3 as Dazzling Gleam finishes off Lugia. We'll have to see exactly what these teams bring here. Very interesting. I assume Hitmontop will be brought back in for this next game. Alright, let's get ready for game 3 between the Memphis Mews and Paris Saint-Germignon. PSG fighting for their playoff lives. And the Memphis Mews looking to stay perfect. Undefeated this season. Kevin and the Memphis Mews. Urshifu and Xerneas this time, so switching up yet again, bringing Urshifu-Rapid Strike. And PSG switching up their lead as well, now bringing Porygon 2 and Entei. Porygon 2 gets the special attack increase. Porygon 2 has to be a little bit nervous about this close combat perhaps coming in, or a surging strike into Entei. Urshifu can have its pick of who it wants to attack. Two big threats here on Memphis' side. If Entei is jolly, he could have maybe tried to go for a Sacred Fire on Xerneas, but question would be, would Sacred Fire Extreme Speed be enough to KO at that point? Porygon 2 with the Dynamax. No Dynamax from Memphis. Xerneas with the Protect. Urshifu with the Surging Strikes going into Entei. Will it be enough? Oh, yeah. Was there ever a doubt? Entei goes down right away first turn, and here's a Max Lightning into Urshifu. So Urshifu goes down. But with Entei knocked out and no Lugia, it's going to be very hard to prevent this Xerneas. Going to Suicune here, so a really free Geomancy. The only two attacks that Dusknoir have are Poltergeist and Shadow Sneak, so not able to hit Porygon 2 here. Let's see if Andrew can remember that and ignore the Dusknoir. Good double attack. Xerneas going with the Geomancy. That will give it the special defense boost. Should be able to probably survive this round of attacks. Suicune with the Scald. Ooh, gets a nice burn though onto Xerneas. Every little bit of damage matters as a max strike. Alright, so you got Xerneas below half. Still going to be fast and hitting like a truck. Poltergeist going to Suicune. We know how much damage this can do. We've seen it before. That could be the chip that Xerneas needs to take down Suicune. Oh, we see a switch out here from PSG. Suicune returns, sending out Hitmontop. Gets an Intimidate onto the Dusknoir. Dazzling Gleam. Knocks out Hitmontop. Another max strike. Will this be enough? No, not quite. And I think that the burn is not gonna KO here. Poltergeist not affecting Porygon 2. Oh, look at that, by like 1 HP. Such a close game here. I was gonna say try attack into Xerneas, probably not the play. Xerneas going with another Dazzling Gleam. Big damage on these bulky Pokemon. Critical hit on Porygon. And a double critical hit! Suicune and Porygon both go down. Excuse me, Suicune goes down. A huge double critical hit. Xerneas does die to the burn. Now Primarina comes out. Does Primarina have the Aqua Jet? We know Hyper Voice, Zoom, but it has a Fairy attack, so either Moonblast, Protect. Don't think we know what its fourth move is. Dusknoir could go for the Will-O-Wisp here, which, if it connects, should KO Porygon in a couple turns. Memphis hasn't Dynamaxed yet. Dynamax Primarina. This is going to be real big damage output. Porygon 2 does get the recover off. It's the fastest on the field. Will Primarina be able to do enough damage? Max Starfall. Going to overwrite the electric terrain. Porygon able to hold on. Porygon 2 might be able to recover stall this Dynamax, especially with the Misty Terrain now up. Dusknoir not able to get the burn. Dusknoir doing nothing. It should set up a Trick Room here. Porygon 2 with another recover. Hopefully we don't see a max strike here. Okay, another max Starfall. That's a good move on Memphis. Porygon 2 slowly getting health. Okay, we do see the Trick Room. Porygon 2 with another recover. Will Primarina be able to knock it out here? Dusknoir not able to do any attacks. Is this a speed tie between Porygon and Primarina? Is that what I'm seeing here? Because Porygon just got the recover off before Primarina attacked. Primarina would have knocked it out. This is a speed tie between Primarina and Porygon. Again, Dusknoir doing nothing. Zip, zero, zilch. Porygon gets another recover off. It can't be stopped. It's going to keep getting these moves off. Primarina with the Hyper Voice. Single target Hyper Voice. Oh, Porygon. That was a critical hit. And Porygon tanked that like a champ. Oh my goodness. He's just going to keep clicking recover. I don't hate it, but at the same time, like, you're wasting this Misty Terrain a little bit. But I guess at this point, the Will-O-Wisp doesn't matter that much. Another Hyper Voice. Is that another crit? No. Why did the first one, that crit, seem like it did more or less than that one? The mist went away. So now Dusknoir can actually try to do something useful here. Oh, Porygon 2 avoids the Will-O-Wisp though. Another Hyper Voice. So Primarina finally wins a speed tie here. Thunderbolt. Oh, the Trick Room's over. So can Porygon get this second Thunderbolt off? It's all but one speed tie. And finally gifted Primarina one. No, Porygon gets another speed tie, knocks out Primarina with the Thunderbolt. And ladies and gentlemen, Dusknoir can't do anything. Porygon avoids another Will-O-Wisp. Dusknoir cannot do anything. And PSG. Wow. Some crazy stuff this last game. The double critical hit from the Dazzling Gleam on Xerneas. Amazing. Porygon winning all these speed ties against Primarina. Only losing one where it didn't matter at that point. And PSG knocking out the perfect Memphis Mews. Wow. What a game. What a match. Thank you, Socialites, for watching. Let me know what you thought of the match down below. And as always, stay classy, society.